Dull markets rally, and this one's no different. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update and dull markets rally, and we saw it happen again today. Very light volume, no volatility. Markets just kind of drifted higher. They had an initial spike up, and then that was it for the day. The day was over. Markets went up and basically traded in a very narrow range the rest of the day. Again, it's no surprise we did break above that consolidation range that had the downtrend, which is why we went to neutral the other day, and of course we'll remain neutral because certainly we're not going to buy into this move with no volume or no volatility. It doesn't make sense. We're not going to short it. We're going to sit by and watch it and look to see how it trades out and wait for a solid footprint that the market will eventually give us, and when it does, we'll be ready to go. In the meantime, gold was much higher, came back a little bit, and looks, again, rather weak. I think gold will probably look down to the 1280 level. It certainly could rally from here, and somebody asked me, what's your position? And I said, well, short term, I'm short. Long term, I'm long. So as an investor, I own it. As a trader, I'm short it right now. But of course, I will cover it at some point if it doesn't work or whatever. But in the meantime, I'm not liquidating my long position. Oil was very, very quiet today, much still higher, still in the 71s. And I think that, again, we're still in that same backwardation formation. But, it's hard to fight it. But I have drawn my line in the sand, and I've got a number in which I will exit. Should it get there? I don't think it will, but if it does, we will exit and look for another entry at some other point. In the meantime, bonds are a little higher, makes sense, as the 10-year goes back below 3%, but we're going to continue to see this churn, and I think once the 10-year breaks above 3%, you'll start to see some money come out of equities and go into the 10-years. You've got the overall situation in general is very moderate and very weak. But again, there's a lot of reasons that we're just sitting here watching. In the meantime, the dollar was a little bit weaker, but again, we're just consolidating up near 93. The dollar is going to par, I believe, and I think the next real stop will be 95 before it gets there. You've seen the euro currency get crushed down to $1.19 to rally a little bit today. But overall, again, the dollar looks like it wants to go higher. The 10-year wants to go higher. That looks to be our black swan, especially with the late money coming here to buy. Now, again, we're not set up for it. We're not ready for it. We're going to look for the better opportunities. In the meantime, today the USDA reported on grains, and it was like a nothing report. They were on both sides of unchanged. A little bit of a rally, only to finish fairly flat. Corn and wheat were down a little bit. Soybeans are up a little bit, but very, very little action to even speak of. And of course, the meats were higher and looked like they're going. And of course, hogs are really strong. But we believe that the entire ag space looks to be a great opportunity and a great buy here. There's just a lot of nothing going on. This is the real key to watch in any market across the board is the lack of real volume. There's really no real interest in these markets at any price, so they drift higher. That's what we talk about. The dull market will typically drift a little bit higher. Bitcoin is still higher and is just churning around, looking like it's making a new higher base. There is a big conference next week in New York, which I'll be at, but it's on the cryptocurrencies. So we'll see how that trades out. But in the meantime, again, sometimes it's better to fish and sometimes it's time to cut bait. And this is a time we would like to cut bait because there's not a lot going on. It's really a mild market right now. It's not news driven. It's not anything driven. It's natural buyer driven because just remember one thing. Money always flows into the market from the buy side, from funds and mutual funds and things like that. So right now we're just drifting away and we'll see how it trades out. We'll watch oil, we'll watch gold, we'll watch it all, but there really isn't much to talk about today. So we'll see you back here on Monday. I'll be doing these from New York. In the meantime, I will get you Bubba's bottom line over the weekend. Don't forget our high school investing program, which is highschoolinvesting.com. Certainly check it out. If you'd like to help us out, go to Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And don't forget to catch the Bubba Show every day from 4 to 5 Eastern at LibertyTalk.fm. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day. And we'll see you over the weekend for Bubba's Bottom Line and Monday from New York. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.